What's good with y'all? Hey, I low-key miss y'all, man. I ain't gonna hold you. It's been a couple of days since I recorded. We back. JJK got a new chapter, man. 239. So y'all already know what time it is. We about to hop right on into it. See what they talk about. And before I start, actually, I think it's funny because I didn't know that Kashimo was gone in the last chapter. Well, at least that's what I think. I mean, because after Sukuna sent that grid at him, it was just like a flashback, and then the next people was coming into the gauntlet. So we'll see in this chapter if he's still here, but Cuz might be gone skiing. I didn't even notice it when I was reading it. I just thought it was a flashback. Anyway, like I said, chapter 239 is not the same title, it's different. It's called Idiot Survivor. It says Owate Prefecture, Lake Gosho Colony. Who the hell is this? Like she got a dress on and some um like knee top boots while the Shinjuku showdown rages on. A princess with ringlet curls dashes forth. Yeah, I don't know who you is. What can you do? She said, what's going on? Has he become desperate because the culling game still hasn't finished? She just took off. She quit. All the rules added so far were to circumvent us being forced to kill each other. Likely the efforts of the group of awakened sorcerers that are against the idea of murder. Was the game progressing too slow with these rules? Is that why he sent those troops to the colony? And even that wasn't enough to satisfy him. Is that why? What is it you're after, Kenjaku? You've kept us alive and cursed objects all these years and brought us back to life, now only to take our lives yet again. Like she running through. It looked like a cursed spirit just popped up out of nowhere. It looked like it's drowning her. I'm weak. If the flavor is lacking, add some spice. If it's too strong, then keep it coming. All of you are so insignificant to me as seasoning and water. I have no attachment to any of you. He just chilling in a tree. Kenjaku. That spirit drowning in her hair looked like it's spinning, created like a drill. She tried to send it flying at Kenjaku. He dipped it. Be that as it may, I can't help but to feel somewhat wasteful. It looked like I don't know if the curse that's around her head is like solidifying. Solidifying. Well, that is not a word. Solidifying. But it looked like Kenjaku clutched his fingers and then the flicked the curse, and it did something to her head, like a huge vibration or something weird. Why do you know the location of all the players? I apply cursed objects and seals to the incarnated and awakened sorcerers respectively, tracing them but a simple matter. But even if I hadn't, surprisingly everyone chose to stay within the colonies. Well, I suppose there's really no reason to leave. Being hunted down or having to adapt to society, no good options either way. She's long dead. Living this long has gotten to you if you're like talking to yourself this much. The point notifications. It's only because my circle of friends keep shrinking. How would you feel if you became my friend, Hazanoki? Honestly, I've heard worse suggestions. I'm so very glad. I'll tell you up front, anyone who wants to be my friend must meet a few requirements. Number one, you can't be boring. Number two, we must be equals. I was kidding. Geez, don't take everything so seriously. I think I'm done with long-haired friends for good. What a shame. Hang on a second. He pulled out his phone. He pulled out his phone, and on the phone is Sukuna when he was standing over Gojo when his body was cut in half. He said, "I see." So he expanded his techniques target. Well, aren't you enjoying yourself? If he lost, All he lost. If Gojo or anyone else managed to win, the next target would be you, right? I was hoping for at least a little backup on this. I would give up on that if I were you. I'm weak how he laying down looking at this phone. I've deployed my barrier around both myself and around Shinjuku, and have hidden countless surveillance spirits. They have been useful for monitoring all sorts of things. First is simply the curse energy aggregate. If only one person left the area, I would immediately know. I am constantly aware of the sum total of cursed energy from all the sorcerers currently in Shinjuku, which makes their number 2, Akosu, incredibly easy to track. Naturally, whatever these spirits see is shared to me as well. This allows me to keep track of the know-how of the now awakened and physically gifted Zenin Maki, as well as Mei Mei's little brother with the ability to teleport, who I would guess is with them as well. You're telling me you've been walking around shaking in your boots? Quite the coward, aren't you? Fufu is just between us two anyways. Uh-oh, somebody pulling up. Somebody rushing them. It's just a bunch of... What? It's just a bunch of cursed spirits. Did you really think that you could fight me long enough for the cavalry to come? That's a 2 for them. Oh, is he trying to box him? You know damn well you cannot beat this dude. Big ol' it's like a huge explosion in the woods. They still flying towards him though. He took his eye out, threw it into a cursed spirit. I know full well that you use reverse curse technique. That's why I targeted the head, but looks like even a shoddy incarnate sorcerer like you still has some tricks. However, with this reverse curse technique, will be cut from the neck below. The other person asks too, but what the hell is your end game here? Did I not say already? You know much of a chatter I am. I can't keep track of who I've told, especially if I couldn't care less about the person I'm talking to. I'm in this culling game once all players have been eliminated. That will trigger the binding vow, allowing the assimilation of the Japanese people into the higher life form that is Tengen. Ha, what the hell is that? Don't you want to see something that has never been seen before? If something is interesting in your imagination, wouldn't you want to make sure it's just as interesting in real life? Isn't that what it means to be alive? As if I know. Why not just stare at some shit you take? Why not just stare at the shit you take every morning? Huh? For real. Coming from afar to Hakadate. What the fuck? We're in Awate. He came here by himself to fight me. There doesn't seem to be any crows, so Mei Mei's not watching for him to just appear without a change in curse energy total. Was it her brother's technique? I can't make heads or tails on why they chose him. A little unsettling, but I can't even read. A little unsettling, but they sent dude, I can't even remember this guy's name. The guy whose technique is pretty much, if he deems some shit funny, that's I don't know, it's goofy for real. What is his name? Pretty much nothing works on him if he deems like a concept funny, which is silly. People thought that he was gonna fight Gojo, or people speculated that he could beat Gojo because he could just assume that Gojo's technique was funny and it just wouldn't work on him type deal. Let's see. Higurum? No, that's not his name. I don't have much interest in these awakened players. I really only did it to bulk up the numbers, perhaps the exception of Higuruma Hirome. He alone has potential. I thought Higuruma was the judge. Hey, you shitty monk, you trying to kill me? That's it, the gloves are off. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'll have you thrown in jail. Kenjaku can't believe it. What was that? I've never had this feeling before. It wasn't that my attack didn't work, but it was forced into not working. There's all sorts of exciting things in this world, but the number one spot has to go to the moment when this side character absolutely steals the show. That's for sure. Takaba, that's his name. Hey, Takaba showed up to fight Kenjaku. That's actually hilarious, bro. Hey, bro, that's so funny, bro. This is about to be a very funny fight, bro. I will, cause Takaba fought the dude who was just fighting Kenjaku. I cannot remember his name though, but I don't think I was, I don't think I was covering the stories yet, before he came. Cause I think when I came, Orame was boxing them in that city, but that was after that, if I'm not mistaken. But no, that was a good chapter, bro. That was fun. I mean, I think it was cool to step away because like I've literally been wondering what the hell Kenjaku has been doing, but he's literally like dude said he's just been sitting in the woods shaking in his boots to see. He watching the live stream like everybody else to see who gonna win because if Sukuna lost, Gojo was gonna immediately rush him, and he knew he couldn't beat Gojo, but. I think the story is unfolding in a rather nice way. I just think that's funny, Takaba here. Takaba's about to box him up somehow. Hey, if he do any sort of damage to this dude, well done to him. If y'all still here, man, y'all know I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, truly. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Do all that shit, y'all. These YouTubers, the YouTube schleem, man. Do the like. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe if you rocking with the boy. And share the video, man. Let's try to get this content out here, man. Like I said, I miss y'all, but we about to upload another video, so don't even worry, because I'm just about to record again. Have a good weekend.